Welcome to this Breakout Context description. Optimize and adapt the security policy depending on the context to reduce false positives with Guillaume Rix right now.
Thank you, Alexis, for this transition. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this new workshop. It will be a short workshop about context description. This is a subject that we love at Rohde & Schwarz, and I start now. Okay, so as you certainly know, we speak about it this morning during the differentiation. We want to create some applications, some products around DevSecOps. And one way to do DevSecOps on the current product, Rohde & Schwarz WAF, is the context descriptions. What is it? It's just the fact that for a developer to build a description of their daily job, it can be in a simple application or an API, through a specific SAML file format, and it allows to give us a specification of the application from a security point of view. Okay, and the goal is to push this description into the Docker, where the WAF is operating. But for the current version, it's still possible, as you will see during the demonstration. So why context description? It's mainly for give some works to the developer, but also to decrease the number of false positives that we have to deal when we want to push a new application in production. Because with this DevSecOps approach, we can treat this exception during the build phase before to be in production. Okay, and of course, because we have a specific security policy, we can tell which engine will be executed during the process protection, and avoid to activate all security engine just because we want to be secure. But in fact, we can be secure just by activating just what we need in reality. Okay, and if we do that, we will gain some performance in the treatment, of course. And it will be share work between the developer and the WAF administrator. So, as I said at the beginning, this process can be done today in the current version, Rohde & Schwarz WAF, and in the future product Trusted Application Factory. Okay, so at the right you have the way that we will do with Trusted Application Factory. It's really simple. It will be the generation of a SAML web SAML files mainly, and at the left you have the how we can do it today with the current version 6.5. Okay, so I will show you some scenario for the current version. In fact, two scenarios. So the first one, it will be about a PHP application that you want to protect, and how to describe this application in order to activate only the necessary security engine. So here you have the well-known interface for managing the WAF. Okay, and on this specific tunnel, I want to protect PHP application, so I will specify the type of application, the operating system, the language, and the fact that I am using an SQL database. Okay, and here I will simulate 4 requests. The first one is a normal one, so it's not block. The second one, it's as you can see, it's an XML, but you have some missing tags, so it's a block. The third one, it's an injection, PHP injection, and because we specify that this application, it's a PHP application, it's block. And the last one, it's an Java injection, but because the application it's not in Java, we are not using the Java engine, so it's not block. Okay. So for a second scenario, we will show exactly the same, but we want to protect an Windows application, so it's using ASP language. So like for the first scenario, but here with an Windows application, it's we have to specify through the workflow parameters the fact that it's a dynamic application based on Windows and using ASP language. And that's all. Okay, we are not using SQL or LDAP or email, etc. So it's really basic. And like before, I will simulate 5 requests on this one. The first one, it's just a normal request, so it's not block. Okay, it's normal. The second one, it's including an XSS, cross-site scripting in the query string. So it's block. It's normal too, it's not a false positive. And the third one is using this time an SQL injection in the query string. It's not block because we are not using an SQL database. The fourth request it's in a command injection for Windows, so it's block because we are based on Windows. And finally, the last one is a malformed XML request, but because it's just a dynamic application and not an XML one, we are not block. So we have avoided some false positive on requests blocked by security engines that we don't need. Okay, so thank you everyone for this participation on this workshop, and I invite you to have a look on all the 3 workshops around DevSecOps. And for information, all this workflow that you can use on the current version will be published on the external repository in the next few days. Okay, thank you everyone.